Hey y'all, as you can see, my hair is a mess as usual. So I'm going to start off by parting from ear to ear straight across because we are doing half up, half down as you saw from the title. Just making sure that I get the part as straight as possible, and don't mind my dry hair. I'm not damaging it. I'm making sure to be as gentle as possible. So once you're done parting, you're going to want to put the back in a ponytail just for now so that you can work with the front. Now I'm going to take my spray bottle full of water and I'm going to dampen my hair just to make it a lot easier to manage, because I do have to detangle it in order to get it into this top bun. I'm going to be using some Co-Wash by Taliah Waajid, and that is just to moisturize my hair a little bit. This is Co-Wash, but you can also use it as a leave-in conditioner. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm taking my paddle brush and I'm detangling from ends to roots. Y'all, please, when you detangle your hair, make sure it's damp so you won't damage it. Okay, I'm going to be using my Gorilla Snot. This is a different type than the one I usually use, and I can tell by the consistency. I do like this one a little bit better. It is way more gooey than the other one. It's like literally feels like what Gorilla Snot might feel like, but it smells good. Don't be alarmed. So I'm just going to be putting that on my edges, and then I'm going to take my Black Girl brush / Bristle Brush, and I'm going to smooth my edges as smooth as possible. And then I'm going to be putting that top part in a ponytail. Okay, so I'm going to be braiding the ponytail so that it is smaller and it's easier to work with. After I braid it all the way to the end, I'm going to wrap the braid around itself to make a small bun like so, and I'm going to secure it with a bobby pin. Now I'm just going to be parting a really small part across the back just so that this can cover the weft of the clip-ins, since we are using those today. I'm parting this as thin as possible so that it can blend easily, and it is probably about like a centimeter in thickness. I am going to be braiding the section that I just parted on both sides just to keep it out the way while I work with the back. Now I'm going to finger part the back because the parts are not going to matter. They're not going to be showing because you're going to put your clip-ins over. And if you have seen my previous tutorials of me putting in clip-ins, it's pretty much the same thing. I sprayed this section with water, and I'm going to put the same co-wash on here and detangle so that it's more manageable and I can easily get through the braids. I'm going to braid about 4 braids in the back, 2 on each side, just going straight back. Okay, so once I get to the end, I'm going to be using a rubber band just to keep the 2 braids together, and I'm going to also do that on the opposite side as well. And when you are ready to take the rubber bands off, just cut them off so you won't be having any hair breakage. After that, I'm going to put the 2 rubber banded pieces together, and I'm going to put a bobby pin on it just to pin it up and keep it out of the way. Now I'm going to be using the clip-ins, and they are open. I'm going to wrap this around my bun, and I'm only going to be using 1 piece because the bun doesn't need to be super large. It has to look realistic and it has to blend with the length and the size that I have in the back. So I'm going to wrap that one piece around, and I'm just going to wrap it around, wrap the hair portion around that braided little bun, and I'm going to pin it in place. It's not really the neatest bun, it's messy, it doesn't really matter. You can do it how you like. Okay, so now I'm taking my freshly shampooed Hergivenhair clip-ins, and I'm going to be clipping them in. The hair is dry. I shampooed it the night before when I prepped my hair. This is actually the next day right before I go to work. So this is something quick that you can do if you are on the go. So as you can see, it's super easy to clip the hair onto my braids. Make sure that the clip is open when you put it in, and then once you stick it through your hair, all you have to do is close it. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking down the section that I sectioned off to cover the wefts, and I'm going to spray that in water. I'm going to try to saturate it. It's not going to be damp. I'm going to be using the hair butter by DNA, and as you can see, I love this butter. It's pretty much gone. I have to go re-up. So I'm going to put that butter on my hair to define my curls a little bit. I'm now going to use the same paddle brush I was using in the beginning to further define my curls, and I'm going to take my fingers and run them through my hair to blend in with the clip-ins. I love these clip-ins because as you can see, they actually blend very, very well with my natural curl pattern. And Hergivenhair does actually have a couple other textures to choose from if you would like to. This is not a sponsored video, just so you know, but I do like their hair. So as you can see, my hair is blending pretty nicely, and I'm going to just continue to do the same thing in the back and all around just to make sure it is seamless. Now I'm going to take some more of the Gorilla Snot and put a little bit more on my edges to further lay them down. Use my Bristle Brush to reinforce the smoothness. And now I'm going to actually be using heat protectant spray, but it's really oily and shiny. It will give my hair a sheen, so that is what I'm going to be using. And that's the final look, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I appreciate you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.